Hey Queen, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. It's such a pleasure to meet you. And if you are an oldie but goodie, welcome back. I'm glad you're here this week. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing or maybe unveiling my 6 things that I'm doing to change my life and to have massive transformation. Now I know you're like, what? What do you mean transformation? Y'all, I love a good old before and after, and I've just been evolving and working through some things so that I can become the best version of myself. And if you want to do so as well, then don't hit that button, don't leave yet, stay tuned and watch this next video. Ow! Okay, so the first thing that I'm doing to transform my life this year is something that you may have heard of, but you are probably like, it's so cliche that I don't think I need to be intentional about it. And that is believing with your whole heart that everything happens for a reason. We all know life be lifing, right? Like, it's gonna do its thing. That's what it's designed to do. And if we will take a different approach and believe that everything happens for a reason, then it will then turn into not feeling like it's always happening to you, or you can't ever get 10 steps ahead, or you may say, when I take 3 steps forward, it's 5 steps backward. No, stop saying that to yourself. Figure out how you can change, this up here, our thoughts, because our thoughts are creating our life every single day. This up here. So if you can start to have a different belief that everything happens to me for a reason, I'm telling you, this will bring you so much peace, so much joy, because some way, somehow, there's gonna be some good that comes out of this. And it's not your responsibility to know when, how, and actually what. It's just your responsibility to stay in that state of mind of being hopeful, believing, knowing that it will show up. Because every time we think or say something, we always prove ourselves to be true. I always like to say, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you're right. Choose a different thought. So the other day, I walked outside and the pipe from my pool was just yeah, check it out. And I'm like, what is going on? And in that moment, I could have chose to be angry, frustrated, mad, saying everything's happening to me, saying if it's not one thing, it's another, saying if it rains, it pours. Like, I could have went down that road, but instead, I grabbed my camera, I videoed it. I said, this could be a teachable moment for my people. See how I turned that thing into helping you guys? And then I texted to my pool guy, said, hey, what's up with this? And he was just like, oh, I'll come out there and see what it is. I'm sure it's just probably some pipes that needs tightening, no big deal. But I could have easily called my husband, ranted, and just went on a rampage. But I'm choosing differently. I'm choosing to believe everything happens for a reason. That pipe doing what it was doing actually led to the bigger thing showing water leakage, which pool got caught before it got a bigger issue, which saved me money. That's just a prime example, y'all. Everything happens for a reason. And I'm not saying every time you will know why this situation happens within, a matter of seconds, within a matter of days, within a matter of months. Sometimes I have looked back over my life and just realized years later that I'm so ecstatic that things didn't work out that way. Because sometimes it's just for protection. We can't see the protection in the moment, but down the road, you may be like, oh God. Let's just take, prime example, a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Like, you were so in love, they messed up, cheated, did whatever, or maybe just didn't even give you the time of day. You may have asked them out to the prom or whatever, and it was like, no, I'm going with such and such. And you're like, dang, they're never interested in me. You look back and you're like, I'm glad I missed out. I'm so glad. So the second thing I'm doing, which kind of piggyback on the first one in a sense, but I'm just choosing to be more intentional about my thoughts and what I'm thinking. I did not know that negative thoughts just constantly coming up every second, every minute, every hour of the day. And if you don't control those things, you will soon be feeling crappy and you won't even know why, because you haven't done anything to feel crappy. No one has said anything to you to feel crappy, but it's because you're sitting here thinking crappy thought, which in turns make you feel a certain way, which in turns make you react a certain way. Okay, Akila, what do you mean? What do you mean? Let's just take starting my YouTube channel back up. I contemplated for a while because I'm like, well, I haven't posted in a couple of years. I don't even know the people that have subscribed to me, if they're even really digging what I'm doing now, because in the beginning it was something else. Well, maybe I should just abandon the channel and not even post it on there, just create something new. Maybe I can't even start because I don't even have great equipment. I just have my phone. I could go there and think of every reason not to do it. Why do we do that? Why do we choose worry over conquering? We default to the negative and the worry and the what if it won't happen and da 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 da, just off of default. So if we don't train our brains to just take a little left turn. Oh, well, my right, maybe your left. Just take a little turn and be like, no, hey, what if it does happen? What if they've been waiting on me? What if this is the opportunity that I've been looking for? What if someone sees this video and I bless them tremendously just by my thoughts, just by my encouragement, just by my motivation, just by my productivity hacks, just by showing them that, hey, you can start and make money online if you want to and not feel like you have to go to a second job. Like, what if the good instead of what if the bad? That's what I mean by intentional thinking. Thinking on purpose. Don't be past thought focused, because we can be past thought focused. Focus on everything that didn't happen right in the past. Focus on everything that you did. The place that you don't want to be, queen, is in that should've, would've, could've. Now, my mom told me this a long time ago because she was a very gorgeous, she still is, but you know what I'm saying. Back in the day, she was gorgeous, pretty, slim, model material. Even as a baby, people used to come up to my grandmother and be like, this looks like a little China baby. She is so gorgeous. And now she told me that she's looking back because she had some opportunities to model and just to go and explore. And she was just so afraid to leave her hometown, so afraid to go out into the real world and explore, that now she wished that she had, and she does not want me to live with those regrets. So whatever it is that I choose to do, try it on. It's just a dress, and say, hey, at least I tried it and it didn't work, instead of saying, what if I tried it, would it have worked? Let's be intentional about every single thing that we do. This top that I have on came from intentional thinking. I thought to myself, hey, you're gonna be doing a lot of head talking videos on YouTube. You need to look cute up top. You need to buy a few more things, because I work from home, y'all. I can just be in my loungewear and not give a hoot. But no, I want to show up for you guys. I want to show you guys how I'm evolving, how I'm becoming the woman that I want to be, so that in turn it may motivate you as well. Okay, so the third thing I'm doing out of my 6 that I'm doing to change my life this year is investing in my personal and spiritual growth. And this really doesn't mean buying a course or paying for a life coach. If that's not your thing, you can invest in your personal growth just by reading, just by researching, just by assessing where you are and seeing where you want to go, putting a goal on it, and then working, create the action steps, finish that goal. I talked about that in a video, your Royal Personal Development Plan. Y'all, that video is everything, because it walks you through, hey, this is where I'm at in life. Yeah, these are the facts, but I can change that today by creating a new narrative, by wanting to reinvent myself, by changing what I think about myself and figure out what is that, and that would be the goal. And then I'm going to create a timeline, some action steps to get it done, and then I'm going to look back and say, oh my God, I was here and now I'm here because I chose to invest in myself. Y'all, self-care isn't selfish. Putting yourself first isn't selfish. I don't know where we get off saying that we just have to be everything for our kids. If you're everything for your kids and you're nothing for yourself, you're not enough for your kids. You're not giving them your full potential. You're not giving them your full, happy, whole self. They're getting the crumb, and that's your version of being there for my kids. Crumb? No, we have to fill our cup first. Everyone else gets the overflow. The overflow. So you have water, okay? We see, I'm here now. I can work on filling myself up and up and up and up. And then when I do that, everyone else gets what's out. We're not giving no one this down here because we're not filling our cup up. Does that make sense? We have to in order to change our lives. With me, queen? All right. Don't leave. Just 3 more. Don't leave. All right. The 4th thing I'm doing is surrounding myself around positive people and making sure I keep that. Now, this one here isn't really like a life-changing thing for me. I feel like I've always been able to create those boundaries. And for some odd reason, I don't even have to tell anyone that I'm not with the BS. I feel like it just deflects. I feel like I have that Rain-X sprayed on me, honey, and it just beats off. And I don't attract that because I don't want it. I'm not with the drama. I'm not with all of that. So when it does, you know, try to creep up and try to come, some type of way, they leave my life and I don't even have to say anything. And you don't either. Just show up and be what it is that you want to be and expect that. Because it's not what we want that we get, but it's what we expect. We can want $1 million all day long, but if we just gonna expect minimum wage, we're getting minimum wage. You can want a beautiful, thriving relationship with this person, but if you're like, well, it hasn't been this in the past, or they're not really that into me, or they always talking to this person more than me, that's what you're expecting. So that's what's going to show up every single time. We're gonna prove ourselves true every single time. If you could choose something to think, why think that one? Out of all of the thoughts, out of all of the thoughts, why choose that one? Think on purpose, be intentional, and surround yourself by positive people. You know the saying, we are like the most 5 people we hang around. And if you sit there and write those 5 people on your sticky note, how would you feel? How would that make you feel? Are you around people that's positive, uplifting, want more out of life? Or are you around people who's like, I've just given up on life. I'm just going through the motion. I'm just here. Gossip, being negative, seeing faults in everybody but themselves. That will drain. Choose. Because you do have a choice. Even if it's your mom, even if it's your dad, even if it's your sister, you do have a choice. I was on this call with my life coach and someone asked that question like, well, what if it's my sister and my mom? And you know what she said? It's still a choice whether you want them to be in your life or not. And sometimes that's really hard because those 2 people may be the closest people that you really have in your circle. But if they're bringing you down, if they're tearing you down, if they're not uplifting you, you have to spend less time on the phone, spend less time listening to it, and just be like, Mom, I'm not here for that today. I'm really working on my mental and I need to be in a clear space. So I'm sorry, I love you, but I have to go. You can do it in a sweet, kind way. You don't have to be rude about it. But then that may let mom know, well, dang, I am a little rude. I am a little negative, because if someone has been doing this for years and years and years and years, it's now become common, comfortable, and they may not even realize it. So you could be helping them by helping you. Now, the 5th thing I'm doing and have done and still doing is regarding financials and not putting all of my eggs in one basket. For years, you know, when we grow up, we're told make good grades, go to college, get a career, and work like a dog till you retire. I had to give y'all the shimmy on that one because Jesus, if I know what I know now, out of college, I would have been hitting the ground running on knowing there's so many streams of income out here in the world that you don't have to put all of your eggs in one basket. If the pandemic didn't teach us anything else, I hope it taught us to not put all of our eggs in one basket. So me having a side business generating extra income for my family, then soon knowing when the pandemic hit that I could really do it all online. I never have to leave my home. I could reach more people, the masses, and it's just a beautiful thing. So think about it. I'm sure you already have. You're just scared to take the step because you may be self-sabotaging and talking yourself out of it every single time. So if you're still watching this video, this is your sign to just start. Whatever it is that you were wanting to do, an Etsy shop, putting your Cricut business online, starting a dump truck business, growing your YouTube channel. You may have one, but you haven't really been intentional about it. Being more intentional about your photography and marketing yourself and getting the word out and booking up those clients and not being afraid to show up online and let the people know I'm here to serve. This is what I offer. I'm amazing at it. This is why you should do it. It's time. Start today. Even if it's just saying, I'm gonna write down my strength. I'm gonna write down what I'm good at. I'm gonna write down what I love and see if this can create a business or if this can just generate some extra income for me and my family. You may not want a full-fledged business. You may not, but you may want something that could just bring a few extra dollars into your household. And I'm here to tell you, you can do it. All right. Last one. Y'all know I gotta save the best for last. You know I have to save the best for last. It is putting myself first. I really didn't even know what this felt like. I mean, I feel like through my years, I've always done what I needed to do. But looking back at it, most of the time, it was to make others happy. Even my parents. I don't even know if I would have stuck to sports if it wasn't for my dad. I don't even know if I would have wanted to do pageants and model and do those things if it weren't for my mom. And I know it's like, well, Akila, you were a kid. They're just trying to direct you and lead you into something that you will see if you like or not. I get that, but still, I know the reason why I kept going was because I just wanted to make them happy. I wanted to make them happy. I wanted them to look back at their oldest daughter and be like, she came out all right. And then when I had siblings, I just wanted to be there for them, be like a second mom, be that big sister that they can lean on anytime. And it was just always putting others first. And then when I got a boyfriend, y'all know, it was like, how can I serve you? Whatever you like. Oof. All the things from Coming to America, right? Like, I gotta please him. I want him to love me, like me, trust me, all the things. Let me put all my energy into that. And then when I had kids, it's like, oh my God, I have a kid. Let me just be the best parent I can be. Let me do this and this and this and this and this and this. And then after a while, you look back and you're like, holy crap, what have I created? And then I get a team. And for my team, I'm just like, okay, you need this? I'm there. Call me anytime. Boom. Fox me anytime. Boom. Email me anytime. Boom. Anytime, I'm there. Anytime, I'm there. And it's like, Akila, no more. You have to put yourself first. And so this year, I said it's going to be my Jordan year. Like, I wanted this year to be the year of me. The year that I put myself first. The reason why I say Jordan year is because, you know, he's 23. It's the year of 2023. And so I'm like, it's the year that I put myself first. And you guys, it has been a little scary because I'm so used to doing. I'm so used to being the one that everyone counts on. I'm so used to doing the plannings. I'm so used to doing, y'all, just everything. And sometimes when I'm just sitting there watching a movie, it feels so surreal. Like, God, is this what I'm supposed to be doing right now? Ain't I supposed to be helping someone? Ain't I supposed to be reaching out to someone and see if they need help? Am I supposed to be making sure this person is okay? It was a little scary because I've always felt like my worth came from doing. Didn't mean to tear up, but I've always felt like my worth came in the doing. And this year I heard him say, be still. Be still. Put yourself first. And through this stillness, through stopping a lot of things, through saying no to a lot of people, even though it was scary because you want people to like you, I sometimes want to people please and you don't want them to think of you as a certain way. It was hard, but I had to have the courage. I had to be brave. I had to know that this was a sign of obedience and I wanted to be a woman of my word. So put yourself first from here on out. I didn't have notes on this, guys. I didn't know where it was gonna take me. I just knew I had 6 things I wanted to put out there for you guys, and I feel like I'm about to cry my lashes off. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already here. If you are a subscriber, share this video with someone who you think it may bless. And if you like this video, home girl, queen, I'm sure you will like this one. All right, bye for now.